be really great. Thank you.
So this Monday, boys volleyball has a game at Carmel at 6:30. And because we don't have school Monday, you guys can get all your work done early and actually go and watch our game. So, I'll expect a few people maybe, hopefully, just go watch our game, and then we have another one against Carmel again on Friday. So if you don't make the one Monday, go watch the one on Friday. Those are our last two games. So if you want to see the boys volleyball team play this year, then go to one of those two games.
Sunday is Big Sur Marathon. Thank you to everybody who signed up. We have a good amount of people, and this should be fun. Just remember to be in the parking lot no later than 4:50, or we'll leave without you. Thank you.
Than Portuguese culture. My mom's side of the family is Mexican and quite large. She has 4 siblings, and they have produced a total of 6 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. We see each other almost every birthday and holiday, and if someone can't make it, there is usually a phone call or a FaceTime, and almost everyone gets to talk to the person on the other line. Because I have only ever really known my mom's side of the family, I usually identify as Mexican American. Even my parents tell me to put Hispanic as my ethnicity. When I was in the 6th grade, I was sitting near the back of the classroom talking to some girls in my class. As we were talking, it somehow got brought up that I was Mexican. A girl at the table got a surprised look on her face. She didn't believe me. I had known the girl for about 2 years, and she was also Mexican. It was her reaction that was odd to me. I assumed that everyone knew, or at least when I told people, they wouldn't be surprised. A few years later, it somehow got brought up that I was Mexican, and she looked surprised. Again. I made a joke about her not remembering the first time and laughed it off. It hadn't bothered me until then that she didn't believe me. A few months ago, I was talking to a friend of mine about my sophomore speech, since she was there when the girl didn't believe me the second time. "Do you blame her?" she asked. I don't remember what I answered, but it hurt. It felt like she didn't believe me either. I remember in elementary and middle school when the kids would speak Spanish to each other, like it was their own secret language. I remember when they would talk about their trips to Mexico. I didn't speak Spanish, nor had I ever been to Mexico. I felt not good enough because I didn't do some stereotypical Mexican things. I'm still not fluent in Spanish, and I still haven't been to Mexico, but I am Mexican. My family just celebrates their culture differently. We make tamales in the fall and eat them on Christmas morning. We share different telenovelas that we've seen with each other. We make things like fideo, refried beans, and Spanish rice. All that it takes to be Mexican, or any other nationality, is to be genetically a part of that nationality. It doesn't matter if you look the part or not. What matters is if you are proud, and I am proud to be Mexican.
I'm just going to bring something up because I saw it in a flyer. I was at the PG Youth Center, and this is mostly for 8th and 9th graders. but they have a work experience. It's a volunteer program, so you're not going to get paid, for 13 to 15-year-olds who like to work with kids to get work experience hours, so that when you do get old enough to apply for a real paid job, you have some experience. But there are opportunities like that out there for some of our younger students to do some volunteer hours to get work experience that then they can use to apply for real jobs when they get old enough. It's definitely something to look into over the summer, and as I said, the PG Pacific Grove Youth Center has this opportunity, although they are taking applications until May 1st. So if you are thinking about doing something like that over the summer, you do want to look into it now.
The National Latin Exam is put on every year by the NJCL, the National Junior Classical League, and the American Classical League, which is in its centennial this year. It's been around for 100 years, making it the oldest, most prestigious test in the world for classical languages. And every state in the country, including the District of Columbia, participates in the National Latin Exam. And there are 139,000 students across the world, including in Belize and Zimbabwe, who there's a long list, but those just were the two most interesting ones. Right, yeah, who participated this past year. And so we have for you the long-awaited results of that exam for this year.
And I want you to keep in mind, as we read this list, that many schools only offer Latin to people who select to take Latin on of their own volition rather than as a requirement. Some schools have just their best students participate, or just those who volunteer to participate. We have all of our students participate in the exam, and you guys have done super well, as always. So I would like to read off for you the students in Latin 1 who have received cum laude recognition, so with praise or honors, magna cum laude silver, which is maxima cum laude, and summa cum laude, the gold. So from my section, we had Alex Browning receiving a cum laude, Alan Yang and Frank Chen receiving a magna cum laude, Jade Barr as maxima cum laude, getting a silver medal, Peter Zhao and Zibi Lindholm getting also maxima cum laude, and 1 gold summa cum laude from my Latin section of Juliet Oliver.
From my section in Latin 1, I'll just go in reverse order here. Starting with cum laude, Mr. Tron, Miss Boyce, Miss Wu, Mr. Craigland. In the magna cum laude section, I've got Mr. Badagan, Miss McGuire. In the silver maxima cum laude section, we have Mr. Hunt, Miss Galanado, Mr. Julian, Mr. Chang, Miss Cortez, and in the gold summa cum laude section, Miss Martin. Congratulations. And now just very quickly, Latin 2, Latin 3, Latin 4, just another 15 names or so. Okay, so cum laude for Latin 2, we've got Miss Popke. Magna cum laude, we've got Mr. Birdie. Silver is Mr. Fleischman and Miss Tang. We have in the gold a tie, three-way tie, Miss Ortiz Naranjo, Mr. Chiantelli Mosbach, and Miss Hand for gold summa cum laude. So Smith, fantastic. Miss Storrs is a silver magna cum laude, and then a three-way tie for a Latin 3. This is Miss Kimball, Mr. Lorenz, and Mr. Liu. Congratulations to them. Latin 4, the Ron's class. So with cum laude, this is Miss Witt, congratulations. Miss Capistrano, you have a magna cum laude, and then 2 silver maxima cum laudes for KVB and Miss Ron. Congratulations.
Those of you that were unable to make the AP pre-administration on Tuesday, your last opportunity to register is this coming Tuesday, 7:30 a.m. So that's going to be, if you're planning to take APs and you have not registered, 7:30 Tuesday morning in the theater. Cool. Have a good weekend.
If you're on the Guys Lacrosse team, please meet at the flagpole. And
Go to class.